Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And boy, will we have a lot to talk about today. New episode of Doctor Who aired last night. It wasn't good. I think it's fair to say Jodie Whittaker, Chris Chibnall, and Mandip Gill. Oh boy, Mandip Gill. All of them back to form. Back on the form that you would expect of such great creative talents. It was awful! Oh my god, it was awful, and I think it was a ratings killer. I think this is one that I think it's going to cost them like a million viewers. I really genuinely do. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. We won't really know till next week. I don't think it's really going to hurt it till when we see what the ratings are for episode 4, which is Village of the Angels, which looks like a much better episode than this. Now, I want to be clear, like episodes 1 and 2, well, not I would say being good, and you got the elephant in the room with Jodie Whittaker, haven't been anywhere near as awful as we thought. This one isn't quite as awful as the awful has got, but it's very close. It's marginally less awful than Orphan 55 or Can You Hear Me or The Timeless Children. Marginally less awful, but it's really bad and it's unintelligible. I mean, honestly, I could follow it because I'm a sci-fi nerd, but I doubt the normies are going to at all. And that's why I think it's gonna cost them like a million viewers. I really do, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Now, the ratings as I'm recording this haven't come out yet. I'm gonna keep recording this video. It's gonna take some time. I've done so much freaking work for this. I got like over 150 screen grabs from the episode. I've got detailed notes from the episode, including I wrote out the dialogue because oh boy, there's so many mistakes in this. So many like creative mistakes. Firstly, relying on Jodie Whittaker's acting skill. Not a good idea, really. And bless, if you like this hero, if you like Jodie Whittaker, God bless you. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God, yeah, she is. They try and give her a kind of like heaven-sent kind of approach, and she just can't. She can't do it, poor little love. She can't do it. Mandip Gill. Look, I've said many times about Mandip Gill. Her place in life is being on the makeup counter at Boots the Chemist, the pharmacy. Like again, the American version when you go into a mall. At least you used to before Corona. You used to have like reasonably attractive women on the makeup counter who would spritz you with perfume as you walk through. And that's what Mandip Gill is supposed to be in life. She's not an actress. She tries to act this week, and it's just embarrassing. It really is. I felt bad for her. It's really embarrassing. So anyway, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. As I said, if the ratings are not out by the time I finish this video, I will probably add it on as an addendum at the end of the video. My guess right now is we're looking at about I think over 3.5 for the overnight. So will be my guess, but we'll find out. We're gonna find out when we go on our voyage to the bottom of the ratings. And yeah, no, this episode I don't see it doing well. I do not see it. I mean, it just wasn't very good in many ways. But anyway, let us count the ways in which it wasn't very good. We're going to go over it in detail. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'd be very nice. I like that. And let me tell you, I think you'll like this more than the episode last night. It was so bad. It wasn't lectury though, so thank God, right? Like you got to be thankful for small mercies. But it was so bad in so many ways, right? It was. Oh my God. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Again, I always have a lot of comments to answer on Monday. And again, I spent a good hour and a half preparing for this video. God, more times than Chibnall did writing it by the looks of it. Oh, God. Hey, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are a good thing. And let's get into the episode. So, start up over here. We got lots of screen grabs, right? Lots of screen grabs. So we start with previously. Now we can see here the Flux event, the Flux energy, clearly eating a planet, right? And that's what we've seen the Flux do thus far. Eat planets. Now it just kind of like messes up buildings. I think. I don't know. Like it's so undefined, the Flux. It was eating planets until it got to planet Earth, when there's a fleet of doggy spaceships around it that reconfigured themselves according to a pattern the Doctor gave them, which made them impervious to this planet-eating, sun-eating. It does cloud. I mean, like, I don't know. It's so stupid. It's so incredibly stupid. And then, yeah, proved that we have Vinda. I should have lightened up this screen grab a bit. Maybe I can do that in the video. I don't know. It's you see his confused look on his face. That's the viewers. Okay, that's the viewers. So we get the previously. Beforehand we have an ad. I watch it live. I was watching the Children Need ad beforehand, and Children in Need is a big telethon they do in England for children in need. it's not really rocket science trying to work it out. It used to be really exciting. Doctor Who was in it every year. You had all your favourite TV stars all came together and did this great thing. The trouble is, there are no favourite TV stars anymore. TV's garbage. TV, generally speaking, is utter garbage. And they keep going, oh, well, we've lost ratings overall, Netflix. Oh, God, no, it's you do shit. It's you do shit. And this is a good example. So, fine. So, we firstly, then there was also an ad for this show called Nova Jones. It looks like a children's show for stunning and brave girls. So nobody's going to watch that, obviously, right? So then we get previously, and then it goes straight into Belle's story. We're introduced to Belle. Now Belle, I couldn't tell what accent she had at first. She had an Irish accent, but at first it was like a Mummerset country accent. Wow, hey, oh, country life. And then you see her, and she's a stunning and brave, slightly pudgy Asian girl. So we're in Rose Tico territory right here. And listen, look, this actress, fair enough, it's just clearly cast because she's Asian, right? It was like, what's the box I want to tick? Not white. Fine, there you go, box to tick. And I'm sorry, if you don't want to be accused of box checking, then stop checking your boxes on everything, which is what this clearly. She wasn't bad, but again, the accent was weird. I couldn't really work out what was going on. So she's stunning, and she gets to be more stunning and brave. This is the problem of just about every Big Finish release over the last few years. A stunning and brave, kick-ass girl from the future who's great at everything, with a weird questionable accent. So then there was something good in it, right? She said she was, things have got really bad since the Flux. Things have been pretty bad since the Flux happened. Well, one second. The Flux happening was destroying planets, but no, that's not what it was anymore. Even though the only thing we know about the Flux has been told to us by Chris Chibnall. No, now we're changing it. They can't even keep their own freaking, rules. It's beyond belief. So now, because the universe is running out, she's in the Dalek sector, which is kind of cool. We see Daleks float over. It just seems the proportions look a little bit off to me. I can't tell what it is. Maybe the eye stick is a bit bigger than normal, or the skirt, or maybe it's. I mean, I'm looking at my character ops and action figures, and they look pretty much spot on. I really can't tell. But this was kind of a cool thing, seeing a bunch of Daleks, a Dalek patrol float over. Very, very obviously CGI. Very obviously CGI. Which is a shame, because I really kind of enjoyed the more recent use of model film, especially in the 50th anniversary. Right? Who was it again? Not Matt Irving. But I prefer them, quite frankly. It felt more tactile. This felt a bit cheaper. Now, also at the same time, there are these weird space-time clouds floating, or blue clouds floating around. Looks like a Adobe Premiere filter, plug-in thing, and it flutters around. And then if anybody catches you, they eat you and you just blow up. And she's coming to find you. I don't know who it is, but she's coming to find you because she's studied and she's brave. Oh God. So yes, nice sort of glimpse of Daleks. Not nice view of tokenism. And she says, nothing's gonna stop me getting to you, because nothing can stop me. I am woman, hear me roar. So then we have the titles, which are of course awful. If you were enjoying the episode up to this point, which you weren't, the title will rip you out. I'm a black person who did the theme tune, so it's all okay then. I mean, I don't know why they don't have that lyric, because that's essentially what it is. So then it gets bad. Firstly, I finally noticed that it's called Doctor Who Flux. It's not called Doctor Who. We're not in Doctor Who anymore, right? So then it gets bad. So then they put all their eggs in the Jodie Whittaker basket. As soon as they finish the title, they go straight into like, oh, Jodie Whittaker's awesome. Everybody loves a bit of Jodie Whittaker, especially Jodie Whittaker acting. Oh, so good. So we get this monologue as she sees this, we see the events from her point of view, and she's stunning and brave. She's the bestest ever, which is the point of this whole section, to show how utterly wonderful she is. And if you break a cardinal rule with Doctor Who, I think I remember, who was it? The editor of the Virgin New Adventures, Peter Darv, whatever his name was. I don't know. He wrote a book with Absent Dalek Killer in it, and he said, "Look, you can never have anything of the Doctor's thought pattern, because it just makes the character grounded and more boring, right? More or less interesting." So making things less interesting is the thing that Christian likes to do. So she has this monologue. I wrote it out for you, okay? Because I spend my life walking into new places and weighing up things fast. Darling, I've seen every episode of you of Doctor Who. You played it as a moron. You can't weigh anything up fast because you're an idiot. So they think that fast. Who's who? Who has the power? What does that matter? What does it matter who has the power? Right? I mean, why is the weaker person always right? Let's say you have a Dalek that has blown up, destroyed an entire colony. They might finally manage to take it out, and they take out its gunstalk, they have it chained down, and they're going to execute it because it's murdered hundreds of people. It's murdered hundreds of people, and it doesn't show remorse, and if they let it go, it's going to find a way of murdering more. Right? So they're about to execute it. So right then, the colonists have the power. Is the Daleks right then? Obviously. You see, that's how stupid it is. Power doesn't make you right or wrong. Morality makes you right and wrong. And that's something this Doctor has a lot of trouble with. Morality, because she's a moral vacuum. Who's in danger? How fast it's coming? Also, how likely my friends are to die? Well, it depends. Are you around? If you're around, yeah, they're a lot more likely to die. I've got good at figuring things out at speed. No, you haven't. You're a moron. Right now, big danger. Oh, God, I hate it when she talks like big danger. No obvious solution. Well, not obvious to you because you're a moron. One solution, one massive risk. And at the same time, we're seeing everything from her point of view as, we see a good actor acting at the same time. One massive risk. You don't mess with time. You don't put yourself and your friends in the midst of a time storm. We never heard of a time storm before. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Unless there's no alternative. John Burroughs once said to me, oh my God, John Burroughs, like an obscure conservationist from 100 years ago, right? Like, it's hardly going to get people's pulse racing, is it? Says to me, leap and the net will appear. He was talking metaphorically, whereas right now, she comes up with, this is her coming up with this is her thinking, right? This is Jodie Whittaker doing a thinking face, which means she's got to throw her little, like, yeah. You're not good at this, right? You're not good at this, Jodie. I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you're just not. Whereas right now, and she jumps onto one of the slowly she like runs because they do it running in slow motion because she can't run. Grabs Dan, icky thump, and jumps onto one of the plinths that has the broken Mori in. Now, again, we've never heard of Mori before. The Doctor doesn't know what a Mori is. No idea what's going on whatsoever, right? And then He jumps in the book. They had to buy time, so they're in the heart of a time storm in broken time. Oh God, it's also hyperbolic. And then she waves her magic wand at the ceiling to do something sciencey. I've noticed this, by the way, about fans of this era and progressive liberals in general. They have no idea what science is. They really don't, and they treat it like it's magic, right? I've done the math. The climate change is gonna kill us all. I've done the math, and they all think there's, like with everything, they think there's one prescribed answer for anything. Same with science. No, moron. And like, yeah, that's why Jodie Whittaker treats the sonic screwdriver like it's a Harry Potter wand, right? So we get lots of bad exposition, and suddenly, keep on bombing the time storm! Oh, but it looks a lot like when the Timeless Child came out of it, actually. Oh, time storm, floating around. And then all her friends are there, including the bloke she's never met before. Yaz, and the bloke she met for like a minute, yeah. Yaz, and Dan, and Vinda. Oh, they're all there floating in the time storm, right? All floating. And she's like, oh, Icky Thump, I got to try and save them. Icky Thump. And then Jazz, vroom, whizzes away. And she's, hey! Oh, no, I've lost me Yaz. Oh, who can I scissor with in the TARDIS now? And yeah, I am paraphrasing, but this is so much better than what they put on screen, okay? Then a Weeping Angel turns up because, Weeping Angels, of course. Oh, Icky Thump, what are you doing here? You're in broken time. You shouldn't be in broken time. So anyway, so then she goes, whoa, boom. And she finds herself over it. and this whole sequence, as we're going to find out later, is in the missing history of the Doctor, right? The missing past that she has lost with her furrowed little brow. And here's the thing, the thing that I really noticed about this. This opening up Doctor Who to new possibilities that Chris Chibnall said that this idiotic idea is going to do. This opening up to new possibilities. What it's opened it up to is a very boring, generic sci-fi show. This new origin, he got rid of this magical Doctor Who origin and idea, and now you replace it with this really boring, very generic, very forgettable science fiction trope. You have a stunning and brave black woman who's a angry masculine hero, gun-toting, it's like it's. Oh, look! It's like every other show! Oh. So we've opened up the possibilities to be very, very boring. So this is their attack on the Atropos, right? And she's like experiencing a temporal haze. Hey, where am I? What's going on? Oh, I don't know. What's happening? So they're attacking the temple of Atropos as the final assault. You know, it was so much better. Like Talons of Wen Chiang, when Tom Baker said, as a throwaway line, I was with the forces at the in Reykjavik on the final ascent. Like that, like you mentioning an entire history you don't know, and you're like, whoa, that's it. Showing this is boring as hell. Boring as hell. And I like the way they showed it's a different, she's being a different Doctor because she's wearing a slightly darker coat. Okay, very good, very good. Yaz is useless. It's cool. So she's they're her team, and she's experiencing a temporal haze, so she doesn't know where she is. And then she works out what gets her memories together, and she's like, okay, let's be boring military people and attack something. Let's just be a crap version of Kurtzman's Star Trek, right? Boom. So that's what's going on over there. Then we have another time flash, and we're with Dan, and Dan's with the mysterious one-armed woman who he was going to date, who exists to be again a box check. They didn't say, oh yeah, let's try and find this person, and oh, that's interesting. This person's got one arm. We didn't write it that way, but yeah, that sounds fine. You know, that's when things really work well. The reason the Avengers really was very good is because Honor Blackman took over. Was it in Kendry script? Basically, she played a masculine a bloke, or was it a role written for a man, and it really worked very well, right? But this is like she was written to have one arm, right? And they're talking, they're like, and then Dan starts to notice things are a bit weird. What's going on? He looks up and he sees the blue, cloudy things flying around that will eat you if they get you. And then all of a sudden, boom! It's nighttime, and he's with the girl again. And they're talking. She's like, well, why didn't you ever get married, Dan? I don't understand. Why haven't you ever got married? He's like, you're a good-looking bloke. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I nearly did a few years ago, but she jilted me 3 days before the wedding. That she couldn't imagine being married to me. And I'm like, okay. And he said, oh, I really loved her. No, you don't. Okay, arseholes. Here's the thing. Before you marry somebody, it's love to a certain extent, right? It's love to a certain extent. It's more infatuation. You don't really love someone until you live with them for about 5 to 10 years, right? And that's love, okay? You didn't really love her. You met her and you thought you could have a life together. Anyway, so he's saying all things a bit weird. He goes, oh, when is this? What's going on? Where are we? Right? And then the doctor shows up in like this video spectral form. Hey, Icky Thump! Oh, I've been trying to find you! I don't know when she's been trying to find her, because she's in the middle of her own time stream right now. So, I'm just trying to put everybody in the right place and save everyone, because I'm the bestest ever. Yeah, it's essentially what it said. Then, boom, time flashes, and Mandit you see the expression on Mandit's face? This is basically her go-to expression for the entire, I over my head, don't know what's going on, confused, upset, I don't know. So she's sitting in a police car, having dinner with Jody in a police costume, whittering on about some bollocks that nobody really cares about. Then Jody starts to fizzle out, and she's replaced by a black woman. So yeah, honestly, I guess that's what Chibnall always wanted to do. But okay. So then Mandip looks in the mirror and sees a weeping angel stalking them. And she's, oh, icky thump. So then we go into Vinder's time stream, and he's in some sci-fi pilot-y place. We don't know. Could be Gallifrey. Could be, who knows? And she's saying, oh, Vinder. He's being told by his boss, Vinder, you're the best of the best of the best of the best. You're so good. We're going to give you a promotion. And his boss is, okay. So basically what's going on, everybody in each of their own time streams has the other 4 characters playing avatars to people in their story. So the drawback of this is, Mandip is a shit actress. She's really very, very, very bad at acting, right? She's not good at it at all. So there's that. And so she can't really convincingly do what was I going to say? She can't really convincingly do like this space captain authority figure, right? She can't really do it at all. Okay. And it's just kind of embarrassing, right? So she's giving Vinder a promotion because he's the bestest of the bestest ever. Right. And she said, don't let the Grand Serpent down. Whatever that may be. Okay, don't let the Grand Serpent down. Back in the boring sci-fi show that nobody really gives a shit about, the Doctor's about to attack the Temple of Atropos. And again, it's really boring, generic. So again, this incredible opening up of the worlds of Doctor Who is just pure boredom, right? Pure done before boredom. So then flips back, and she's back in the vortex. Hey, Icky Thump, where am I? And she meets the stunning and brave female gods of tomorrow, the Moray, right? So again, how does she know what the Moray is? We never heard of the Moray before. Now that we know they're this all-important creature who are all female, of course, stunning, brave, key to everything. And she tries to do some heroic acting, and it's just embarrassing, right. I can do it. I can save them. It's really not very good, right? It's really just really not very good. So then they blow just before they blew the door to the temple, and she storms the temple. And inside we have Azor, or somebody who looks like Azor, and somebody who looks like the same race as Swarm, but not Swarm, an older person. And then she catches a glimpse of herself in the mirror, and da-da-da! She's Dr. Ruth. This is her lost history that she doesn't know about. And again, it's like, oh, look, it's an angry black woman doing a masculine role in a sci-fi show. What? Yeah, exactly. So they go, and she's like, hey, what's going on? Said, where your team? Right? Where your stunning and brave team? And then Dan all of a sudden flicks, he does it, where am I? He's in the tunnels underneath Liverpool being fired at by the evil white male industrialist. Oh, sorry, I didn't need to say evil and white male. It's the same thing. Hey, what you doing, sir? Blah, blah, that's what you doing over there. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to work. This will make sense to the end, maybe, unless anybody is thinking about this. Fine. And at this point, it's so confusing. I am sensing a ratings implosion for next week. Next week, I will be surprised if they go above. If their overnight is above 3.2, they've done well, right? They've done well because it's really bad. But I think this is the killer, right? I think this episode is the absolute killer. Then Dam is moved again. Boom, and he's by Liverpool Dock. This is what we all saw being filmed. What am I doing here? And the doc's like, oh, I'm just trying to keep you in your own time stream to keep you safe. The spectral form, the video spectral form turns up. I'm just trying to keep you all safe in your own time stream. And so I think we kind of leave Dan there for a while. Do we ever see him again? I can't remember. Then we go back to Bell, back in sector coordinates 17GT5XN9YRP. Like, Chibnall always does this stuff where he does this unintelligible names or places or whatever. Fine. So reasonably good effect shots, I think. So we see planets pretty much destroyed by the Flux, right? But not if you're on board them. If you're on the planets, so she's on this red forest planet, being stunning and brave. And she watching the Cyberman hordes go by. Now, as I tell you, the effects here of the cyber arm is excellent, very, very good. The red planet also excellent, really, really, really like it, right? Fine, and she's still coming for you, whoever that you is. We're going to find out by the end of the episode. And she knows about the Atropos and More, which about everybody does now. This thing that's been hidden from the Doctor for forever. No, now it's common bloody knowledge. Meanwhile, over at Vinder's story, he's on this spaceship, this space station, and he's meeting with he's meeting with an evil white man. I'm sorry. I didn't need to say evil. It's a white man. He's an evil white man. He's the Great Serpent. So he needs to. His two jobs is to protect him and record the conversation. He's going to have a negotiation. There's people who want safe haven, and they're going to negotiate something for that. Right. So that's what's going on. Over there. So then, boom, we're at Yaz. And again, this is her expression for most of the episode. I mean, like, really? Can you get this, like, oh, look at her. She looks like she's eating a wasp. She's playing video games with her sister, her markedly hotter sister. Yeah, okay, Exhibit A. And then, unfortunately, she turns back into Jodie. And Jodie's like, oh, Ecky Thump! Was it? I wrote down the dialogue. To save you and that lad on Atrobus I haven't even met yet. I mean, or whatever. From being overwhelmed by time, I took it upon myself to jump on, and this is the actual dialogue, right? This shit is the dialogue. To jump into one of the burned out Maury places to divert you from having to absorb all the time force. I mean, the time force is like the speed force. I expect moronic science from the Flash, right? I don't expect from Doctor Who. This is such a dumbed down show. Dumbed down show because it's made by dumb people. Are you a dumb person? I'm a dumb person. Oh look, I don't look very happy. It's like, again, can you smile, darling? Your face ain't gonna bloody crack. Probably would actually. So then, he's like, we're trying to just kind of keep you safe in your own time swim. And suddenly they're playing a video game and they notice, dun dun dun, there are weeping angels in the video game, right? So this looks like they're trying to sell a video game. And then the weeping angel leaps out of the game. But yeah, it's just stunning and brave. Too stunning and brave for the angel. She breaks the console, making it disappear somehow. I don't know how. Okay, never mind. Meanwhile, Dr. Ruth, Dr. Jodie, Dr. Ruth, has a bit of a glow at the Ravagers, who are different. Now, by the way, did we know the Ravagers are swarmers? No, there's all this stuff you're supposed to pick up by yourself, and it's a different one. It's like, hee, look at me, I'm a different one, you can't get me, nah. And they give you a bit of an info dump explaining what this bloke is. Passenger, the guy with a big black mask on. So there's like hundreds of thousands of people can fit inside Passenger. It's some kind of like conveyance, and if they kill them, they kill lots of people, right? So that's why you won't do anything, because we got them all there. And she's like, no, I'm a boring sci-fi show that's not like Doctor Who now. Stunning and brave black woman being a masculine military person. Now I'm Jodie doing the same thing. Now I'm going to have a bit of a Jodie gloat. Now, is this Azur or is this another alien that looks similar to Azur? I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. So then the plan's revealed, and they snuck in another Trojan horse passenger that has all the four Mori in it, or 6 Mori in it. They all go on the plinths. How many? 3, 4, 5. They go on the plinths, and they regulate time, right? They regulate time. So then they leap into action, the Doctor's team. And I noticed that Dan has the dog's axe thingy. And he fires it, creating a cage for whatever this guy is, Ravagers is. Let me out now! Blah, blah. So at that point, I kind of realized it's spelled out later that this isn't another of the same dog species. This is actually, was it Caravistian, whatever the guy's name is, the guy from the episodes 1 and 2, who we have, like, okay, so how is he allowed to be around if he knows all about the Doctor's secret history? How is he allowed to wander? How is he still around? It's thousands of, okay, do these dogs live forever? I don't know. Again, there's so many things that don't make any bloody sense at this point. But it's the same dog person, right? And I remind you, this is the dog person that was going to murder the Doctor and Yaz at the beginning of 2 episodes ago, right? Had them hanging upside down over a sea of boiling acid. And she managed to get out. Who cares? So anyway, that memory's over, and she's back with the stunning and brave women, the gold women of time, being stunning and brave. And she said, we need 4 of you to help the burnt out ones. Can you replace it? And show me more of everything. Please, please, please. Meanwhile, Belle is on her spaceship being stunning and brave, going through the cyber sector. Cybermen break in! In quite a good action sequence, but of course, they forget, I'm not a white woman in a sci-fi show in 2021, so she fights them off brilliantly. Pew, pew, pew! Because, you know, we haven't seen this a million times before. Yes, we have. A million times before. So then one of the failed Cybermen, she kind of interrogates her, trying to work out what the plan is. And she's like, we want to take over the universe. But the universe is already gone. It's just going to be the Cybermen, Sontarans, and Daleks fighting each other and wipe each other out. It's like, oh, it's not so bad. So then the cringe gets strong. Okay? Then the cringe gets really strong. The Cyberman goes, what is your mission then? And she's like, my mission is love. And I vomit in my own mouth, and it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, back at the space station. The evil white man is amazingly being evil to black people. Oh, what a shock! What a shock! You never saw that coming. And he said, "Okay, we completed all our negotiations. Just one thing. I'm going to give you a list of 9 names. 5 of them you're going to give back to us, and they're going to be tried for their evil crimes. But 4 are the family of the political rival. We want them killed." Make it look like an accent, right? And then Vinder. Oh, he makes Vinder turn off the recording first. So then Vinder goes and reports it to his boss. Yaz is his boss, and it's just so freaking bad. However bad a badly cast Jodie is as a doctor, Yaz in this role is worse. She is like so unbelievably unconvincing. Like, it's just again, it's like try watching me play soccer. It's like there's some things we're not meant to do. Right, it's just something we're not going to do. So Vinder, for his crime of reporting, his boss gets stationed to Station Rose, and he leaves a message for his loved one saying, "I don't know when I'm going to be able to see it. It might be a lot longer than I thought, because I'm going to be here for a long time on Rose, Space Station Rose, middle of space, long time ago." Okay, so remember that, because that's going to come in pretty important soon. So then we got the was it the doctor is with this is where we find out that Dan is an avatar for the dog person, who I can't believe it's the same one. So then he's whipped back and says, I'm getting bit of my pass back. I need more. I need the information. I got to do it. Oh, I need more. And they're like, oh no, you're so stunning and brave, but not quite stunning and brave enough. You won't be able to survive. Your body will be ripped apart. No, but I have to. We need to know. We need to know what's going to happen or what happened. Oh, bullshit. And so she starts to rematerialize back in the Anthropos, and then boom, she's over here. Where am I? And I got some of this dialogue for you here. Where was it? Where am I? I don't know what's going on. Why do you need to say that? That's your basic go-to thing. You don't know where you are or what's going on. We know. You know how we know you don't know where you are or what's going on? You're Jodie bloody Whittaker. I'm really. How much more bloody telegraphing do you need to know? So then she meets this person. Is this the same actress who played the mysterious woman in white? I hope not. Woman in white in The End of Time, right? Who was hinted to be the Doctor's mother. Is it the same person? I don't know. Could be. That's worth looking up. So she knows a lot more what's going on. She's like, she knows what the doctor is, and she's like, "Doctor, you've got to stop. You're fighting a losing cause." The doctor says, "Losing causes is my speciality." I mean, really? No, it's not. Really? I mean, like some things are possible, some things aren't. Okay, just don't say things to sound impressive. Say things that like you need to make sense as well, right? Not this time, she says, studying brave woman. Not this time. There's no glory awaiting you on this one. The damage to time is already done, as intended. Intended, she said, icky thump, intended. What does that mean? Intended as in, Intended. The Flux was a spatial event, but it wouldn't be enough. The Ravagers, Swarm and Azor, are rare and very useful creatures, and they have been reintroduced. Think of them as a temporal poison, a temporal contagion. And then the doctor says, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'm normally very good at keeping up with things." "No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a moron. But you've lost me." "I know. Yeah, you're easily lost." "Okay. Where were we? Where are we? How come you know me, but I don't know you?" "'Cause she's from your future. You moron bloody woman. That's why she doesn't know who you are. You don't know who he is. She knows who you are. But I don't know." She says, "Always the wrong questions, Doctor. This universe is over, Doctor. Nothing lasts forever. Not you, not this universe that you love." And she said, "But the universe is home to innumerable species and life form." I mean, like, can you just keep in mind that JoJo's the one who has to say this, and she can't. She's very bad at it. Innumerable species and life form. It said, "Don't lecture me, Doctor." Play, and yeah, we echo exactly what. Don't lecture us. Yeah, don't lecture me, Doctor. Not when you need to look at yourself. So then we get an important bit of information. The Flux wasn't an accident. It's not a naturally occurring event. It was made. It was placed. "Because of you." And she's like, "You? What do you mean? What's it got to do with me?" "Oh, I don't know." And she says, and then she flicks her hat. Here, I've got a screen belt. She flicks her fingers, and the Doctor is, whoa, thrown out, and she's back in the temple of Atropos again. "Eek, you thought they threw me out. Oh, not very nice." And she's like, oh, what happened there? I'm trying to work things out. And then she meets, was it Azor and Swarm again? And he goes, seen you true. And they said this was all part of his plan to bring her here, to lure her here, so she would get sucked into a time storm, so she would get bits of her past. I don't know, to make his life harder for reasons. I don't know. I bloody know, mate. So then they reveal that Dan's one-armed girlfriend is inside Passenger. And he's like, "Oh, I've got to get you out. No. And then Swarm clicks his fingers, and poof, they both dissolve. Yaz takes Vinda to the TARDIS, and she loves knowing things that other people don't. But Vinda knows what a TARDIS is. Says, "Is that a TARDIS? Didn't think I'd ever see one." So they take Vinda to his home planet. But we stop again and see Bell again, and we find out the person that Vinda was recording the message for, saying, "I won't see you for a long time, a long time." Okay, is in fact his girlfriend or wife, and it's revealed that she's got this little emoji thing that tells it is really her that she's pregnant with Vinda's baby. Okay. Pregnancies are normally 9 months long. I know this is sci-fi. You could come up with some other thing. Pregnancies are normally 9 months long. So they must have had sex, which is how you have babies, before Vinda goes off on that thing with Cotton from Line of Duty, right? And who turns out to be an evil white man. Oh, sorry, the word evil. It's redundant. And then gets placed over there. And then the Swarm comes, and she's still pregnant with the... God only knows what's going on. So the Swarm, as we saw at the beginning, eats planets. No, it just mashes up buildings now. And so they leave him on his planet all alone to try and find Azur. They try and find Bell, who we never heard of before. Hopefully we never see him again. Then Yaz is on the crappy TARDIS set playing with a phone, because that's what you would do. That's the sort of boring person that Yaz is. You know, all the time, all the space, everything there ever was, everything there ever will be. Pixar, just make it brilliant, right? You know, that old Matt Smith intro. "No, I'm just going to sit here and play Angry Birds," or whatever idiot kids play these nowadays. But there's a Weeping Angel on there. So now we actually get a good cliffhanger. Good cliffhanger. Can't argue with it, which is why I think other people write the cliffhanger. And the Weeping Angel comes out of the phone and invades the TARDIS. Icky thump! I gave the wrong. Icky thump! Even more icky thump! That's better. So an angel has invaded the TARDIS, and he said, "Don't blink!" And then he says, "I think I blinked once, but everybody else didn't, but this was enough to make the angel move." So the angel steals control of the TARDIS! Ah! Diddly dum, diddly dum. Oh, no, that would have been a good theme tune. Then we get next week, Village of the Angels. It looks like a nice spooky episode. Got this Alice person again. So she says in 67, the whole village disappears. Dan says, was that Scarecrow there a few minutes ago? Are they bringing back the Scarecrows from Human Nature? Maybe. Angels, lots of angels. The village vanishes November 21st, 1967. Angels being scary. Oh, icky thump, I'm scared, says the doctor. Lots of angels there. Angels leaping out, and that's the bloke from Pirates of the Caribbean. So there you go. That's essentially that. Ratings have just come out, and they actually haven't done they haven't done bad at all. Let's have a look. So their ratings for the overnight is 3.76. I think they're going to take a big hit next week. I think they're going to be under 2. I mean, under 3, right? I think they're going to take a big hit. Let's see if the consolidator's out yet. Probably not. But so how much did they lose then? If they lost 200,000 of just under 4 million. So so their rate of loss, the first one was 10%. Their rate of decline is only 5%. So they pulled out a lot from that rate of decline. I think it's going to be much bigger next week. I think the bottom line. To one line, let's have a look at a couple of reviews, normally reviews. The Express. I can't even see the bloody paper because there's too many ads. Oh, come on. Doctor Who fans blast overcomplicated Flux storyline. What's going on? Doctor Who fans were less confused after watching latest episode of the hit sci-fi. It was a hit sci-fi show on Sunday. The acclaim, blah, 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 Flux. However, it was the third episode and left fans completely bewildered, unaware of what's going on. Yeah, no, nobody has any idea what's going on. And over here, we have The Independent. Doctor Who review. Once upon a time, even the most feared villains in the universe can't save this meaningless mess. Okay. Third episode of... And this is The Independent, right? The Independent is the... Independent and The Guardian. Our readers are the market, is the directed audience. It's not normal. It's not kids. It's for people who have kids who read these newspapers. Some hopeful moments, but marked by dodgy CGI and bewildering plot lines. I think it's pretty fair. Although I tell you, they did better than I thought they would do. Let's have another quick look. So we got the 7-day numbers. We probably don't yet. No, it takes a bit more time. But they did. But listen, they did well with this episode. Whoa, the ratings, but don't hold your breath for next week. I think this, again, I think this is a killer. I think this is an absolute killer. There you go. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. I've watched it, so you don't have to, and I really mean it this week. Oh God, we still got 3 more weeks of this to go. What a nightmare. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin. The Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.